Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm truly honored to be standing here before you, holding this amazing, lovely award. It is my privilege and my honor, and I am truly humbled to have my work recognized by this prestigious event. But I won't deny that I deserve it more than anyone else. When I first began my career with the important role of Guard No. 3, I never thought it would lead me to this moment, even though literally everyone said I was the best in that film. Probably because no one else bothered to show up to film and the whole thing was canceled. But it was still my big break. My recollection now strays to my next gig, which unfortunately was not a main role in a big movie, but rather filling in for my friend Bert the Clown at a 9-year-old's birthday party. I think I may have traumatized her. But I never let that get me down. After several minor roles, mostly real jobs, I finally got an agent. And after 3 years, I finally landed my first big role. This was after I got a new agent, however, because my first one is now doing 30 to life. But back to my big role. You all remember it, so I won't bother to go into it here. And that, incidentally, was the first time I was nominated for an Academy Award. Or at least I thought I was, but it turned out it was Jeremy with an I. They just misspelled it. That was a heartbreaking moment for me. I must have consumed 3 gallons of ice cream that night alone. Which worked out for the best, actually, because my next role was someone whose name I forget, but who weighed 500 pounds, so I had a head start. Of course, it wasn't very healthy, and I had to drop out halfway through filming. So if you watch the movie, I'm in the first 60 minutes, but after that, they replaced me with Jack Black. Now, some might say that's an improvement. It was tempting to give up on my dream. Acting wasn't really working out for me, so I decided to try directing. It is surprisingly difficult to get a studio to hire you to direct their multi-million-dollar movie when you have no experience directing and only a very little experience acting. But I managed to land directing a short film called Le Ric à Roule, a 20-minute French film. Of course, the only foreign language I ever studied was Swahili, and that was just so I could sing that one song from Civilization. So I don't know what the movie was about, but it was an amazing experience, and it taught me something very important about myself. I hate directing. But did I give up then? Yes, but only for a couple of years. The siren song of film drew me back in to try something new, so I tried special effects. It's a lot harder than it looks, especially if the only program you have is MS Paint, which was my case. But I think the film turned out all right. I mean, it was never released, but that's further than most of my work goes. Of course, I gave acting another go after my brief period in special effects, but while I was giving acting a go, the director told me to go. I've said all of this to say this. When you look at my life, don't just focus on my successes, although it's tempting to do that. You need to learn from my failures, because even when I failed, I kept going. I never gave up, and if you follow that example, maybe one day you too can win the award for Best Sound Mixing. Thank you, and good night.